Hello and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to a new episode from Dead Like Me. This is episode 11. We're almost through season 2. Very sad. We're getting close to the end, but the show is still really exciting. Like, it's not a show where after I watched it I can think about for days, but then every time I put on a new episode I'm like, ah yes, this is the vibe I was looking for. So before I start, I want to tell you that more episodes are already available on my Patreon. The link is in the description. You can find different tiers there. There's an early access tier, but there's also an uncut reactions tier. There you can see my full episodes to Dead Like Me without any cuts. And there's also tiers where you can request your own video, TV show episode or movie. Dead Like Me was originally sponsored by a patron, and if you have a show where you're like, whoa, I really want you to react to the show, check out the tiers on my Patreon because there is possibilities, and if the show performs well, if I really like the show, there's always like a possibility that I will continue watching it. And otherwise it's just like for one episode, but it can still be fun to see my reaction to that. If you're interested, check it out. The link's in the description. And I just watched the previous episode. When I was watching it, I was like, okay, nice episode. After I was kind of like, okay, it was a okay episode, but I kind of want more to happen. It was just George being angry the whole episode, Daisy flirting with this random shitty dude, Rube looking for the papers, that was kind of interesting though, and the date from Joy, which was also like a fine storyline. I just hope we're gonna see a bit more in this episode, a bit more things that maybe add something to the storyline. So let's check out this episode.
Some people you just never forget. It's like they get burned into your brain.
Call it. That one's sleeping. That's not a person under there.
There's two curled up. Clock is ticking. Make your pick.
What are they doing? Oh, she has to get a soul. Okay, yeah.
He looks like the Sims.
I feel like if you're gonna shout like, who is this right now, and they're gonna see like a police officer, then they're gonna run.
I'm looking for a Mr. or Miss A. Sims. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We didn't do anything. We have a missing persons report that needs to be confirmed. Rich and loving relatives.
Yeah, then suddenly everyone is A Sims probably. It is him. Yeah. But what if you like take the wrong soul? Does that ever happen?
Littering should be a capital offense.
Okay.
Is it Montana?
Who's Montana?
I'm Montana.
Shit! Roxy, what just happened? I got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Where the hell is A. Sims?
I was Arthur Sims,
Oh.
but I haven't used that name since I was 19.
Well, in the end she got the right guy.
What happens to them? A marked grave, courtesy of the county.
Harsh.
Everybody can't get a monument, or else the world will be one big ass graveyard. Are you hungry? Give me your pen.
What, she really gonna change that?
George.
Oh.
George, this is not your problem.
John Doe my ass.
Feel good about yourself now? Hey! Hey, put that back! Tell him to put it back!
It gets cold out here. Needs it. Needs it more than I do.
Fair.
Circle of life, baby.
It doesn't seem to bother him too much, so...
Reggie Lass, I know you have a smile in there somewhere. I guess we'll all just have to keep standing here until Miss Lass decides to get with the program.
Tell her you don't negotiate with terrorists.
Sandy,
Sandy's my white slave name. I have a right to be called Raven. I'm Raven.
Okay.
Two, why should she smile? Isn't her sister dead?
Ooh. Nice. Honestly though, if she doesn't want to smile, let her stand there. It's not your problem.
$2 billion. 2 billion? Billion. 2 billion divided by 22 people, that equals a fuckload of money each. George, you should go to the morgue and give John Doe his name back. Well, we could be distant relations. He could be loaded. Now I'll go with you.
There's some secret stash somewhere.
Please just do your job. Those are very strong words for a boss who went AWOL.
They show us those slides from your vacation.
Yeah, did he find what he was looking for?
Slide your dead drunken ass into a drawer with some other dead drunk. Take a nap in a body bag. I don't care.
You need to learn a few things about the John Does of this world.
Forget it. I have to work today, and Millie has used up all her excuses.
Well, tell Millie to get down to the morgue at lunchtime like normal working people.
I actually have to work today myself. Doing what I was meant to do.
Hooker.
I'm acting on a TV show.
Are you sleeping with the producer?
It's between me and him.
I hope so.
I'm not the kind of girl that likes to kiss and tell.
Since when?
Since now.
I'm not interested. Didn't care for Ray much.
No, we noticed that. That's not the guy, right?
My mistake.
I'm sorry.
We were very close. He was like an uncle to me.
I thought he was your uncle.
But so much more.
Mason, don't do it again.
Don't make me look at him. I can't bear to see him.
It's not him.
Maybe first confirm with George if it's actually him before you start being dramatic as fuck.
How many fucking John Does you got in this fucking freezer?
5. Well,
Yeah, that's him.
do we have a winner?
I am crying on the inside. Anyway, does it say there if my uncle left any of his personal effects at the scene?
Nothing of value if that's what you're shooting at.
Shut up.
Nothing but the clothes on his back.
All right then, thank you. Bye. Coming, Georgie?
I thought your name was Millie.
I think I'm gonna stay a moment. Say a proper goodbye.
Maybe she's not just there for the money.
Miss Hagen?
Fuck, that's me.
Oh, yes.
Is this the correct address to send the bill for the burial cost? $400?
Why am I getting hit with this?
You're the next of kin,
Yeah, what did you expect?
and he's got family.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have anyone. Oh, now I get it. Generosity is for people who can afford it. I was always good on initial impulse. I never earned any badges for follow-through.
You said you wanted to do this.
I did.
You signed up to sell 100 boxes of cookies.
You do it. It's too hot.
Now.
It's too stressful.
We need to...
I feel little George. It used to be me. One time I had to like sell cookies for my badminton club. But like the 3 people who sold the most, they got like a prize. And I wanted that prize. So then I asked my mom and dad if they could like both ask at their job if all their colleagues wanted to buy. Most of their colleagues bought them and I was like first or second. I think I was second. And then I got a prize. I don't even remember what it was, but it was pretty funny. And then I still tried to sell like around the street, of course.
Pretend you like the guy and get him to like you. How's that?
Shakespearean. Just so you know, I've been in films with majors.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Get the show on the road.
Out of this dump.
Do you not want to do this, Daisy? Because if you don't want to do it, don't. We'll just stop what we're doing and go home. Everybody? Folks?
He's so annoying.
I can always get another girl.
How's my lipstick?
At that point, I would just be like, yeah, sure, go find another girl then. Bye.
Anything good in your crystal ball?
There's someone waiting for you in the conference room.
Hi.
Ms. Hagen. Did I say that right?
Actually,
Oh,
no.
no.
It's Hog.
I'm Mickey.
Hi, Mickey.
I run the Metro South homeless shelter.
Oh, that's nice.
Arthur Sims, his death. And then I called the city, and that led me to you.
Shit.
These are Montana's belongings.
I was wondering where his stuff went. Thank you, Mickey. I know he loved a good barbecue.
I always wonder how my clients end up where they do on the fringes, you know? Then I run into some family member who doesn't give 2 shits, and that's it. Mystery solved.
I give a shit. Not 2.
Oh, is that why the county's taking care of him?
Don't have $400 laying around.
Yeah, and since you left him to charity his whole life, why change now? I am so sick of you people. Shame on you.
A little heads up on the dead. Put them in a marble temple, stick them in a coffee can, either way, they don't care. They're dead.
The way she actually like did all of this to like do something good and now she's really fucking it up for herself.
Someone died. The money's for his burial and I don't have it.
Well, silly. All you have to do is ask. That's what advances are for, Millie. Get a check cut for you right away.
Sorry, but I would not pay for a random man's burial.
Hey, Gigi.
Oh, she's hanging out with the god girl.
I don't do preppy dogs. He's not preppy. He is. Get him away from me.
Damn.
Mom?
Hello.
Hello. Guess you don't remember me, Mrs. Lass.
Oh my god. Sandy Simmons, is that you under all that eyeliner?
In the flesh. Divorced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. My dad's a freak. Come on, Reggie. Let's go online.
Let's go online. Like that's an activity.
Can you take JD, please?
Why? Don't you want him with you?
No. He's too preppy.
Preppy? Fine.
It's so easy to like have an influence on Reggie, but I mean she is 11.
I want to do Reggie's makeup.
Oh, sure. I'll get it. Don't you worry. She needs a friend who's human.
Aww. He's continuing his mission. Oh no, he's just taking his fall. Yeah, how are you gonna get up there?
Truly stunning work, young Rembrandt.
What'd you call me, asshole?
I was hoping to pay tribute to your artwork.
Well, I think it's shit.
Always striving.
okay.
In fact, I'd love to shake your hand.
Start climbing then, Grandpa.
How about you come down?
Rube really dresses like a dad though. His dad outfit.
I never fall. Ever.
Until the little shits start messing with you.
$30 if you come down in the next 2 minutes.
Can't rush art.
I'll make a $40 for an original work by the great B-boy.
Ain't that hack, man? I'm up here blotting his shit out.
Get the fuck out of my airspace, scratch, you motherfucker, before I shoot you down!
Yeah, I was like, did he do the original artwork or the ugly blue artwork?
Shit,
Ah. Fuck.
B-boy, get up, man. Yo, get up.
Damn, look at that pattern.
Watch your step now.
I was really hoping the rude guy was gonna die. Well, hoping. Like, if it had to be someone, would have rather, like, see him die.
You sure you know how to seduce him, man?
I don't know.
What kind of TV show is this?
We'll see.
Everything pink goes. Burn it. Is that her? Yeah, that's my sister. Can I see her room?
Looks good, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Her name's not Reggie anymore.
Oh.
Dare I ask?
It's Spider.
Spider, huh?
That's like a horse name.
Did find these.
I think those are really stale. That's okay. I like stale. It's closer to death.
Ah.
Would you like to ask Raven over for dinner, Spider?
It's so stupid.
Can we invite a couple of friends?
Of course. Yeah.
Can we have pizza?
Pizza it is.
I feel like the mom is just accepting it now because, you know, it's like, this is gonna sound really basic. No, I'm looking for another word, but I think the mom knows it's a face. Maybe not for the other girl, but Reggie's just like very easily influenced. So like if you discover a style like that, it has to be for yourself, not because someone else is talking you into it. You have to like discover your own style eventually.
You have a nice neck. Does your wife kiss your neck, Walter? I'm sorry. I'm making you uncomfortable. Big fan of just one really good night. Are you a good kisser, Walter? I bet you would be.
I'm sorry. I'm not a cheater.
Oh, okay.
You're not, are you?
No.
Top you up there, pal?
I'm fine.
I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
He doesn't want to cheat.
Really? How do you know that? Or maybe you don't know men.
I know men fine.
He wants to be told what to do. He wants to be told what he wants. He wants what we all want. He wants to feel alive.
I don't know. He's not a cheater. I can see it.
So what are you, a fucking marriage counselor now?
No.
No.
He's, creepy guy.
Act like you want to make me happy.
Fine.
I'm an awful guy. I'm mean, I'm terrible.
You really are.
I really am.
$400 for your uncle's burial. Uncle Arthur, was it?
Right. The good news was I had a check for $400. The bad news was I was thinking about keeping the money.
Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, it is her money, right? She's just getting it earlier.
I was working for it, so why should I spend it on some guy just because he's dead? One hot leather jacket and no one would be the wiser.
What's lovely about this gesture is that you're not just looking for a pat on the back.
On my hot new leather jacket.
Dolores is making it worse. I love the pin.
What kids?
Oh.
The little ones I sponsor. Say hello to Casawala and Jolly.
Oh, okay.
Chingzi. I saw her picture in my Sunday parade and I just couldn't resist adding one more. I'm not supposed to play favorites. This is Philanda. Isn't she beautiful? $15 a month from yours truly gets her a monthly supply of high-protein lunches, and her village gets a water pump.
That's so sweet, Dolores.
It is.
Thank me in person, but that's not what's important, as you know.
Oh, like, if you know that...
Thank you, Dolores Erbig, and your big brown eyes.
What? the hell? No, but like, if you're not, that's not what you're doing it for. Like, I feel like with Dolores, it's actually coming from a good place. But I still have the opinion, like, the man is dead. I would not spend $400 on a random man's funeral.
Hey, this is nice. Thank you, Georgia lass.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Evening, sir. What are you doing here?
I've come to see Daisy at. Where are the cameras?
Hidden and shut the fuck up.
Excuse me?
Shut the fuck up. And don't talk to her when she comes down here.
Fine.
I mean, she invited him there.
Lucky me, I found a Boy Scout. You know what everybody says on their deathbed, Walter? They wish they'd have more fun. And men wish they'd had more women. 5 reasons men come to a bar, Walter. Maybe there were just 4. You want to go somewhere with me, Walter?
I do.
Get us a room. I'll follow.
Now.
Now.
I have to pay my bar tab.
No, I got it. Go to the hotel, Boy Scout.
Okay, they got what they wanted.
How's that for no mercy?
Jimmy Blackstone Hotel.
I'm not going there.
That sure seemed like you wanted to. What the fuck was that kiss?
I was just playing the part, Reg.
A little too well.
You're hurting me.
He's an asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You see what you did to me?
He's like the kind of guy, he's already showing like these abusive kind of signs. Like if you stay with him too long, he's gonna like, yeah, get touchy. And again, he's ugly.
What was that?
I was acting.
Acting like what? A whore?
You're drunk, Mason, and you smell.
You smell. He smells. This whole bloody thing smells.
Go home.
It's actually so sweet that Mason just showed up there and he was actually like, I want to see Daisy acting.
I just
like,
wanted to say you were really great.
Cute.
Thank you. I know some people are shy about approaching actors, but it really makes my days. What's your name?
Melissa. I'm his wife.
I thought so.
Oh? That's it. That's all I get. That's all you have left.
I didn't know you would be here. They didn't tell me.
Let's blame them.
Yeah, I already thought that was the whole thing. I was thinking when she was doing that, like, is the other woman his wife? Is that the whole thing that they have to caught him cheating or catch him cheating?
I'm dead.
Oh. Never do that in your house.
Stiff as a board.
Sorry to interrupt, girls. Just thought I'd bring in some sodas.
Love how the mom is also dressed like that.
Would you like to play a game with us?
No way. Well, what are you girls playing?
Chill out. Mom's cool.
Why don't you girls levitate without me?
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Wow, aren't you? I mean,
Aren't I what?
you look good.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go take a peek.
She sees you, she'll free.
Thanks for inviting me.
Please don't ever get back with the dad.
Dad, you're not supposed to be here. No boys allowed.
Reggie?
We're eating in the living room.
Oh, Reggie, I think the greasy food should stay in the kitchen.
Mom, don't embarrass me. Dad, get out.
What the hell, Joy?
Few simple sacrifices to the devil followed by pizza. It's harmless, all right? A phase.
That's kind of what I said.
It's an actual party, Clancy.
Yeah, she's making friends finally. I get that.
Reggie has friends.
Yeah, I get why the mom is being so supportive about it all. And like I said, I feel like for Reggie, it is actually a phase because they just kind of influenced her.
What's a sad story this time?
I think you'll like this one. And they could have turned it into a nice leather jacket, but instead they ended up on your crummy desk.
I thought Arthur Sims didn't have a family.
He does now.
He's a complicated guy.
Can I just have a receipt, please?
1 second.
Oh, frog.
Nice frog.
That's General Tsao. And this is Arthur Sims.
You're shitting me.
What did you think you were getting for $400?
A grave? A headstone?
City hasn't had funerals for transients for years. We burn them. There's a landfill over by the freeway if you want to take care of
I
it.
get it.
No. You paid for them. They're yours.
Yeah, like the least you can do is like put them in a field or something.
Well, you may see death all the time, sweetheart, but you obviously don't know what to do with it. And this one's yours.
I mean, otherwise it would have been a waste to pay $400 for that because she wanted to like give him like a good end and she thought it would be a grave. Well, now you get his ashes, just shatter them somewhere. That felt really stupid to pay $400 for that.
We'll just go around the circle until you get it. Then you can join in. Overdose. Of what? Aspirin? Boring. Okay, wait. Boiling oil. Boiling acid. Electrocution.
Decapitation.
Explain.
Brain embolism. Carpal tunnel.
What's that?
It's really, really bad.
Okay. Mrs. Lass?
Well,
Is she?
in my sleep, age 98,
Ah.
surrounded by flowers.
I really thought she was gonna say like, be hit with a toilet seat.
Jesus, Mom, that's not how you play the game.
Well, that's my answer.
I'm killed by a toilet seat that falls from a space station, and I'm blown to bits.
Okay, party's over. Time to go.
My mom can't pick me up until later.
Too bad. I said it's time to go.
Mom.
Let's call your parents.
Mrs. Lass, I totally think you're overreacting.
Sandy, I think you need to go upstairs and get your things and go home. And put some cold cream on your face and follow it up with some astringent, huh? Because that pancake makeup is going to destroy your skin.
So mean.
Thanks a lot. Your sister's death is not a game. Reggie, but I'm not comfortable.
I love the mom's outfit though. Slay.
Say hello to Arthur Sims.
Rube is always like, don't interfere with the living, or don't like get attached to people whose souls you have to take. He was already like, why did you take the dog from this woman? Now she literally paid $400 for someone's ashes.
I was cremated, you know.
You burned to death.
That's what I just said.
Gone with the wind. I'm gone with the wind.
I didn't find that funny.
I did.
I nailed every scene. Apparently I'm a very gifted actress.
Really?
Who's that?
Uncle Arthur.
Uncle Arthur. You've lost weight. Cheers.
So, Mason, was Daisy a good actress?
Yes, she is.
Thank you.
My ears have heard that which they thought they never would.
All right, Mason.
Well, little Miss Movie Star finally got someone that's somebody.
Yes, I am.
And that somebody should pick up the check. I'm not going anywhere with that dead man. It's a health code violation. Okay, but you have to go on my shift with me. And he sits in the back seat.
That's fine.
You keep doing that, you know.
Doing what?
Fixing your face.
Girl's gotta look good for her man.
That man grabbed you by the arm, Daisy. I don't think I care for him much.
What you don't care for is that he's dating me. I'd really appreciate it if you'd be civilized.
He's coming here.
Yep, of course.
Rube wouldn't like that.
Rube wouldn't like that, but he's not here and you still are.
And I love you. I just don't like you anymore.
So in the end, the story, it did add something to the story. Like the whole thing is just that Daisy kind of fell for like the wrong man. I don't know if it's like really the man. I think it's mostly like the jobs he's offering, but still.
Or maybe we just play the parts for a couple of hours until the curtain falls.
Did he just not show up? Huh.
From the moment I met him,
Aww.
something about Arthur Sims was familiar. I understood wanting to disappear. You have not been forgotten.
You paid $400 for that.
You hungry?
I could eat.
The thing is just like, I get it, it's a nice gesture, but imagine doing that with everyone who is a John Doe. You can't do that. Why do you get... Yeah, I don't get it why she did this, but in the end, it shows that the kind of person George is, I guess. Like, we do see that in the end she means well. It was a nice gesture. I just don't get it. Okay, I have to say, I think the Daisy storyline is getting a bit more interesting. Because in the previous episode I was like, okay, what does this add to the story? Nothing. But then the guy came back for the next episode, which I first of all didn't expect. Because like I said before, mostly when there are side characters introduced, it's mostly just for one episode. And then when there's like a relationship or a friendship, we mostly don't see them back. But in this case, he did. And he appears to be this kind of abusive man, and Mason is really just trying to protect Daisy, but in the end it's Daisy's own choice and she has to realize herself that she has to get out of this. I think it's a little weird that Daisy fell for him. At the same time, like I said, I feel like it does have something to do with the fact that he offers her a job. Even though at first she was like, yeah, I heard it all. You offer me a job, you offer me this, you offer me that. And then in the end she still kind of falls for that. Maybe it was also because the guy wasn't like, he didn't want her anymore, and then maybe for her it got interesting then, because I feel like both of them are kind of like that. But yeah, he's not a nice man. Everyone can see that. And with a TV show, I didn't expect this, like, I don't follow all these these programs, but it kind of looked like Ex on the Beach or stuff like that. Or I think there actually is like TV shows where they try to catch people cheating on like MTV and stuff like that. I sometimes see like commercial blocks from that. So they are actually there, and apparently that's what he's doing. What I don't really get is that the wife got mad at Daisy, like, okay, you're trying to catch your guy cheating. At first he said I wasn't a cheater. I kind of believed him. But yeah, of course, it's just a matter of how far is Daisy going, you know? In the end, he'll break. I mean, yeah, how fucked up it is. I think a lot of men would break in the end. I just don't get why, as a wife, you would want to test him that way. Because then you already don't trust him, right? I feel like he was just sad and he came there to drink away his feelings, and then if Daisy had never approached him, I feel like he wouldn't have cheated. So, of course, in the end, he still cheated. But you kind of put him up to it. So, I don't know. It's a weird situation. And then to get mad at Daisy, who's literally hired to do this. And if she doesn't do it right, the guy is gonna be mad at her. So, yeah, it was a weird situation. I think we're gonna see him back. I think she'll have to do more of those, like, television shows. I wouldn't do that if I were her. I get, as an actress, it's nice to be employed, because there's not a lot of work in that field. But I'm also, like, I haven't seen her be employed in a while. And she seems to be doing just fine. Of course, she has ways to, like, get money. But she has a house together with George, Mason's old place. She always seems to be able to pay for her food, so I've never seen her like in money trouble or something. Or is that just something they didn't show us? Anyway, I get that it's nice to like get a gig again, especially if you really like acting, but I feel like this is not really the way. George's storyline with Arthur was yeah, like I said, in the end it did say something about who she is and that she's willing to do that. Then of course it was also because of what Dolores was saying, but I don't know. I wouldn't, I've been saying it the entire episode, I wouldn't pay $400 for a random guy. Especially because he's dead. Like, if this was about an alive person who was in need of help, even if you didn't know him, then I maybe would have understood, like, okay, if you really think, like, do I want to help people? Then I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that you would maybe do that. But this guy was dead, and you take souls every day. And then this one soul, because he doesn't, like, people don't know who he is, he doesn't have family, and then you feel bad and you're gonna, like, pay for his funeral, which wasn't even a funeral. And yeah, it was a wild storyline. But in the end, it's nice that they put the ashes at the place where he was just hanging around with all these people. So yeah, that was nice. Do we have another storyline? Oh yeah, the Reggie storyline, of course. Yeah, whoa. It was nice to see that she was making friends, but I do understand why the mom freaked in the end. Like, she accepted so much already. At first I was like, the mom's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like that she's hanging around with this god girl. And especially when she was like, can we invite some friends over? They were doing some kind of... I first thought they were doing Ouija, but I think in the end they were just like naming terrible ways to die. Which is already kind of a weird game if your sister recently died. And then to name your sister's dad, it was just... Yeah, I get why the mom didn't like that. But it was nice to see Reggie make friends. But at the same time, okay, I'm like, Reggie's 11. I guess this is just how 11-year-olds are. I was one time at a party when I was 13 from a girl in my class back then. And she was so mean to her mom that I was like, what the hell? I would never talk to my mom like this, especially not if there's friends around. But she was so mean to her mom. And I noticed that it was just to like... look cool for the rest of us. But I was like, it's not cool to be so rude to your mom, right? Because the mom, she came around with snacks and drinks. She was like, yeah, I made this for you guys. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And then she was just like, Mom, go away. We don't want you here. Like, I'm just trying to say, like, I know some actual, like, people around that age who, like, act like that to their parents. And of course, I haven't always, like... been super nice to my parents, especially when they annoy you. But when they try to do stuff right for you, when they bring you snacks and they bring you drinks, and I'm like, why would you be mean to them? And that's kind of, yeah, Reggie's just really scared of like, yeah, being a loser, and that's just their way of, trying to look cool, even though it's not that cool, but yeah. And the mom put up with a lot. Like, it took a lot for her to be like, okay, it's time to go home, girls. So she already put up with a lot, but I get that in the end she was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do this. But like I said, I liked Reggie getting friends. And I feel like the friends weren't even that bad. It's just like this stigma of like gothic people that they're like bad, but they're pretty cool. But even the other girl, she was just being nice to Joy, and every time Reggie was being rude to her, she kind of called her out on that, and she was like, Reggie, don't, your mom is cool, it's fine. Like, of course, naming Reggie Spider and being a little weird and all, I mean, I guess it's just the age. But I feel like the girls weren't even that bad. It was mostly Reggie who was just being rude as fuck. And then I just feel like Reggie's always trying to look up her mom's like limits. And she's always trying to go over them. But I guess that's also an age thing then, I guess. But yeah, overall I think it was also a fun storyline. So it was a really nice episode. I'm gonna watch one more now. And if you already want to see that, check out my Patreon. The link's in the description. You can also see my full reaction to this episode on there. And if you like my reaction, then please leave a like, subscribe. And then I really hope to see you next time. Bye!